Hey, happy homebrew Wednesday, Thursday in this case. Had it all ready to get out yesterday, but just didn't get around to it. I'm home alone with the kids. My wife's off working in Melbourne, so I was a little bit busy. But anyway, man up, I can handle it. What do you reckon? Maybe a little bit too over-carbonated? This is just a little lager kit that I did. True Lager, my favourite dry lager yeast, W3470. I'm going through trying out different hops just on their own, so you could possibly call this an IPL. It's only about 5%, I guess, and but I hopped the shit out of it with Galaxy, just Galaxy. I've got another one, an ale brewing with just Mosaic. Cider Man, he raves about just Mosaic. I happen to have heaps of Mosaic in there, but I've never made something just with Mosaic on its own, so that's the next one. And it's a good thing. It's a really interesting thing to do. I know there's a couple of guys out there thinking of doing the same thing, just try and individual. I guess I could just do a smash, single malt and single hops, isn't it? That's what it stands for, which is kind of what this is. Not completely true. It's not totally just one malt, but it definitely gives you a good insight into what the individual hop flavors are like. So I think this has got close to 100 grams in it, so it gives you a good feeling. Dry hop with 50 grams at least, so could probably beef it up a little bit more, but pretty fresh, so I'm getting all of the aromas. Anyway, it was just a little intro. I'm going to keep this one short this week. Got a bit of footage to follow, just of a couple of additions that I did to the brewery this week. Just a couple of little gadgets that I built, and a meal that I was given. It was a bit of a bonus. So anyway, hope you're all having a great week. Been keeping up on most of your videos. Some pretty cool stuff happening out there. Tomorrow's Friday. See what happens. Yeah, catch you later. Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Well, I had a bit of a balls up with my brew in the bag system. It's pretty simple. I've got two elements in the bottom, and the bag goes in. Been brewing like this for a while. I've never had a problem. But I did a brew the other day where it had a lot of grains in it, and it must have pushed the bag right down. And I turned the elements on. I think this is what I usually have the elements off while I'm mashing in. Get it up to temperature, then put the bag in, and the elements are off. Turn them on just to push the temperature back up to mash temperature. And hope you can see that. Burn a hole through the bag, touch the element, I'm guessing is what happened. Turned into a bit of a disaster. As I lifted the bag up, all the grains just fell out into the liquid. It was a cock up. So I don't want that to happen again. I see lots of people use all sorts of bits and pieces. What I found was this. It's a cake tray. It cost me $5 off eBay. Gonna screw some legs in it. It fits in perfectly. Let's go make it. So, here's the finished product. Amazing. Anyway, 3 legs, gonna keep it up off the elements. Let's see, how does this go? Perfect. I'll never melt another bag again. Fingers crossed. Well, I think I've just had a huge win. Some German friends of mine, of ours, gave us, they used to make their own bread. So they had an old grain mill, that they used to crush the grains up when they made their own bread. They don't make bread anymore, you just buy the kits. So they gave me their old mill. I was a bit skeptical. It looks a bit like a kitchen appliance. Anyway, I wired it up to meet the Australian plugs and what have you. Just giving it a crack. And it works awesome. Have a look at this. That thing that I was just pointing to is, it's even adjustable, so you can adjust the crush, and it works sweet. It's bloody awesome. Now I can buy 25 kilo bags of grain. So the other little gadget that I made while I was inspired to be making a few little upgrades was hop spider. I've never really bothered by it. I've just been chucking my, I use mostly pelletized hops, chuck them straight in the boil kettle, and just deal with the trube afterwards, I guess. But I have been thinking lately it would be nice not to have all that crud in the bottom, and a bit of an easier way. So while I was online doing a bit of shopping, I found the bag, and I thought, gosh, might as well. So this is how it works. I'm sure you've seen them before. But anyway, hop spider goes in the top. Getting close to a hot break as we speak, so I have got a 60-minute edition to go, so I might even try that soon. Yeah, anyway, really simple little thing, just might make my brewing life a little easier.